Hey,
Hi.
They're in my house.
I'm coming to get you.
We're starting to see people fighting back. We do not encourage this.
No zombies around or anything. You guys are good.
I don't know, there's a
Not
face
yet.
right there that kind of looks like a zombie.
I know that is pretty cool artwork.
Thank you.
Is
man.
that? Have you done it, or these bought pieces, or?
My friend got me that for my birthday. My best friend took these photographs. That's in like Montana. One's in Japan. My
Aw.
brothers painted these two things right here, and then one of my other best friends painted this. So all my artwork is all my friends.
Oh, your brother's got skills, man. For real, that's
Yeah.
amazing, unbelievable. Are you guys in LA, or where are you guys at?
Yeah,
Yep.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
City.
Breathing better. I'm in Chicago. I moved out of LA for at least the remainder of the year in like July, so I guess I missed a lot of the craziness. But
Yeah, dude.
man,
I just had to get out of town. I just got back in town last night. I went to Arizona just to get out of town for a little bit, dude. It was getting crazy over here. My car was covered in ash, and I'm used to that because I've grown up here my whole life, but it was bad this time.
man. Well, as long as everyone's safe and healthy, that's the good news, you know.
Oh, for sure.
And you guys are kind of foreshadowing. I mean, come on, pandemic. It's just unreal. You know, trapped inside. I mean, you guys shot this movie before all this started, right?
Last year.
Wow. Unbelievable. Can you imagine a year later, like some of this would ring true in a way when you guys were shooting kind of the isolation and just all the themes of that movie? It's just insane.
It is. I think I texted you, Tyler, and Johnny, like, can you guys believe what we're doing right now and what we were doing this day last year in May or something, or June? It was like, this came true.
Yeah, it's bizarre. The parallels of it are really, really, really right on. Like, it's hard to wrap my head around sometimes. There's quarantine, there's pandemic, there's social distancing.
Right.
It's weird.
Hey, at least for your character, man. Hey, in social distancing and in these pandemics, you don't have a hottie right across the window from you, too. So someone got lucky in that movie.
Yeah, Aiden was very fortunate that Summer's a very beautiful person, and not just outside, but inside. You know, she was Aiden's rock. You know, she kept him alive. She saved his life. You know, and he could see how great she was. You know, just like I was talking about it earlier, that like she was drawing and she was painting while he was having the worst day of his life, and he could feel that inside she's got something figured out that he doesn't, and that it's something that he wants, you know? So she saved him.
No, I wanted to ask you, Summer, it started kind of both of you. What was that set like? I'd imagine kind of doing a film like this where there's so much going on. You have zombies, you have all these kind of elements to it. How much fun is it? And since it wasn't that big of a, it's basically kind of you three in a sense, character-wise, as the focus of the movie, so it wasn't like the biggest cast or anything like that, but how much fun did you guys have on this set, and just like looking back now, and what is it like? Because I always wonder kind of like, I'm a big fan of like zombie movies, like 28 Days and Weeks Later is one of my favorite films of all time, but just wondering, what is the set like, and what was it looking back, and what kind of like friendships you guys developed working together so much?
Yeah, well, the set felt like the film. It felt like we were living in the film, especially for me, because the whole first half, I'm in the apartment away from everybody. So I felt isolated from everybody. I felt like I don't really know what's going on. How is it going on set? I don't even know. I'm in the apartment across the street. So
Oh, Summer.
Summer, come back to
gross.
like,
The zombie. Oh, we thought the zombies got you for a second. You
broke up.
froze.
it says my internet is unstable. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you now.
Anyway, yeah, just the beginning, I was very much isolated. But then once we were together, when we got to team up together, it got very fun. Very, very fun.
So fun. Oh my God, I loved working with you and killing zombies with you. It was so cool. But yeah, dude, it was weird. Our set was weird. So like this wasn't a stage. We were living in this apartment complex, basically.
Oh, you guys were the one that was in the movie?
Yeah. I mean, we weren't actually living there, but you know, we're there for fucking 13 hours a day, and we each had our own rooms. And I think we even shared an apartment complex. Like I had the room, and she had like the other room, and then in the bathroom were just hundreds of dead zombies. Like the bathrooms were filled with blood and fake zombies, and no matter which room you went in, no matter what corner you turned, there was always going to be a crazy surprise, and it was just like in the movie.
Unbelievable. That's awesome. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night going to pee and there's like zombies all over and blood.
Oh yeah, I had
like a nightmare, you know?
I had to step over zombies to go pee. Like genuinely, they were all in the bathroom for some reason.
Like every time you flicked the light on to the bathroom, every time I was like, oh right, like right, because they were just in the tub, just like laying there.
Yeah, so weird.
That's cool, and it looks so cool. Whoever was the set designer and did the costumes, I mean, the production is just tremendous. I can only imagine how cool like that must have been. It must have felt you're almost in it. You know, it's like a living haunted house in a sense. But they did a hell of a job making these zombies kind of come to life in that way.
That's awesome that you think that, man. Thank you. Yeah, we're super proud of this film. You know, it was a small crew, but the passion that we each had, you know, it was literally like a passion project for all of us. And I think it does shine through in the finished product. You know, everyone was just, they killed it. They really killed it. And I agree. I agree that it looks really, really, really good.
You know, you guys got to work with each other, kind of obviously two main characters and your connection in a movie. I'm curious, what are you guys learning about each other kind of offset? What are some favorite things about each other you kind of learned about each other just through making this movie and getting to know each other?
I love everything about Summer. I think she's so fun and so passionate. Like I said, you know, like everyone kind of had this passion project mentality, and she really brought all of that to it. And you know, I got to learn about her theater past and just her just presence on set was just so nice, because we were it was just go for so long with me, and it was just dirty. I had this beard, and finally we got just like a nice beautiful presence on set, and it made everything just feel, you know, it gave the sense of us that Aiden gets, you know, in the film, where like everything's kind of calmed down when he sees Eva. When Summer was on set, it was like, okay, cool, we can actually like feel like normal humans. I don't know why, it just felt like that.
Summer, what's something about Tyler you learned or you can tell us about that really maybe either surprised you or just that you appreciated about him?
Well, just I'm sure like what everyone suspects is true. He's just so relaxed, so like you're the calming presence to me. Like to me, you were the calming presence. You're so effortless, like so laid back. You just were like, I got you. Like even though Eva's the rock, like on set he was like, if you need anything, let me know. If you feel unsafe, like hey, you can just, he was just so open and generous and just made sure I felt safe and comfortable and taken care of, which I did. And I think we also had a great conversation about what the sequel storyline should be too.
Any tidbits you guys can share about that? That's interesting. I mean, now we have reality playing out, so we can use some of those elements maybe.
Well, I was trying to remember what it was, but I think if I talked about the beginning, I'd give something away about the film.
Very true. But yeah, no, we were just excited. You know, we were so stoked, you know, and we worked really well with each other. I had great chemistry on and off the camera. And so we were like, let's continue this. Let's keep this going. And so we would
if there's a potential for a sequel, that'd be nice. You know,
any producers listening, let's do it.
Yeah, there you go. You know, I got to ask you guys, working about Donald Sutherland, I mean, that's a legend of the screen in so many ways. And you guys get to interact with him in this movie and learn, what are some of the life lessons, not even acting lessons, that you guys got from working and being around Donald?
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, the few days that he was there, he really taught me a lot, not just through the career, but just, you know, sticking to your guns. You know, he's been doing this for so long, and he's made a great career for himself, and he's got all these really cool routines that he has, and not just with his career, but with life. And it taught me a lot. It taught me to slow down and just really appreciate stuff. because he's super invested and passionate with everything that he does. You know, we had this really this tiny little movie that he really he was one of the people that treated this as a passion project, and I was super blown away. And he's just got a lot of respect for his career, his craft, and everybody around him. So I learned a lot from that dude.
That's cool. How about you, Summer? Any takeaways that you had?
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't get to interact with him too much, you know, because we didn't have a scene together, but he just really holds himself with such dignity. You know, he's really such a presence, and you can tell he just really cares about what he does. He doesn't take it lightly. He doesn't phone it in. He doesn't just show up and whatever. I mean, he is very poised and elegant and committed. And that's so refreshing and inspiring to see someone who's done this for so long.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, I always love whenever I'm talking to anyone interview, I always wanted to know, like, I see you guys on screen, and especially with you, Tyler, all the movies and Teen Wolf throughout the years, but I'm always wondering, like, what are they like in person? Like, what are some of your interests and hobbies that like I wouldn't know about or most wouldn't know about? So I'm kind of curious to ask both of you, what are some like interests and hobbies outside of acting, and when you're not filming, what are some things you guys like to get away to and just enjoy in life? I'm gonna start with you, Summer.
Oh gosh, I'm a lover of life. I'm just like I get into so many different things. I think that's why I'm an actor, is because I'm like, I want to surf. I want to climb. I want to do this. I want to study the stars. I get sort of obsessed with a lot of different things. I love to surf. I love the beach. I love nature a lot, but mostly I just love filmmaking, to be honest. I mean, like I edit and create films too, and that's like my sort of obsession. So all my other like obsessions with creatures and animals, I try to sort of incorporate that in some little way into filmmaking. So
well, that's interesting. How about you, Tyler? What are some things I can find out about you that we wouldn't know?
Oh man, super similar to Summer. I grew up skateboarding, so there's the action, the extreme sport there. I just started skateboarding a lot more, but I've got some projects coming up and I don't want to break anything, so I have to keep that in mind. I love nature. I love getting out to nature. I just got back from a trip to Arizona. I took an RV to Arizona with my dogs, my 2 dogs.
Oh, nice.
And my buddy. And I love being creative, just like Summer. I love editing. That's probably the coolest creative part of filmmaking, I think. I love editing. I love writing. I love filming. I love cooking. I love getting
Okay, we'll stop here. Tyler, what is something you can cook up? Okay, like let's say you're inviting someone over, a date or just family. What's your go-to meal that you're making?
Oh man, go-to. Well, okay, so I've really tried to hone in ramen, and ramen is super difficult because you have to keep the broth cooking for multiple days, and you put in neck bones and all this like innards, gizzard stuff of animals, and you keep this broth cooking, but it's got to be very traditional, and you kind of have to keep to the format of the culture and traditional aspects of Japan and their cooking. So I made one ramen that was really good, and then I made another batch that was really bad. So I'm still getting there. But
well,
ramen,
you know, now it's the third one. It's one for one in a sense. Now you get to see if you're gonna hit or miss on the third try. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, I know we're out of time. I could talk to you guys for hours. It's just so much fun. You know, it's funny, Tyler. It's like I feel like I'm in a Teen Wolf reunion. I just talked to Holland Rodden last week. Whoa. Yeah, she's in Wisconsin, building a tiny home, like a bus home.
I saw that. She's insane.
Isn't it crazy? I mean, so it's like, I'm like, oh my God, she's really living life to the max and doing things. So it was cool. I got to talk to her last week. Now I get to talk to you today, and Summer. It's such a pleasure. It's cool. I like seeing where you guys' careers are going, and looking forward to more. I want to see Summer. I want to see you in a lot more things. Now I'm going back through IMDb, trying to check out all the films you've been in too.
Hopefully in the future, for sure. Hopefully in the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, awesome job, guys. A little bit of foreshadowing, clearly, but hope to catch up with you guys down the road, and hope there's a sequel to this film. That'd be awesome, or a prequel, right?
Ooh.
Interesting. Yeah.
There you go. All right, take care, guys.
Thank you.
Hope to catch up soon.
Whoa! Get out of my apartment!
Somebody be called.
Anyone who survives will have to be forgiven unforgivable things.